Yes, my people. Every day we come on and we say we are trying to spread the word and spread the love and spread the knowledge. It's not just a talking point. It's for us to remind ourselves that we are going against our own self. You understand? Please, may I beg you know, wake up, pay attention. It's not about the likes. Even though when you like the video feed, tell the algorithm that it can go out there. You understand what me I say? Do the right thing. Pay attention. Make we get together. We can't reach nowhere in life unless we get together. You understand? Sorry for the long intro, but me I tell you no, pay attention. Anyway, step in razor that we are gonna deal with today. So brace yourself. You see me?
In Razor, the art of war we do on next Thursday. In the early days, man used to walk with ratchet knife. Yeah, what ratchet knife was the thing for walk with. But it graduated to gun. It's easier to get a gun for buying now than ganja. Yeah, easier to get a gun. Because no amount of preaching in the church, no amount of talking on the radio, no amount of music we make, it no look like it a go down, really. Yet still you must have someone out there that is affected by what them hear as it relates to the positive flow of information, of music, of understanding yourself. But the good seems to be way behind. And the body's up front and it's running and running and running and pacing. But that not going to deter we from doing what we do. We not going to stop doing what we do. And we hope the one them out there know say, this is not the time now to give up. You have to do what you can do. Yeah, man, you have to do what you can do, man. Sometimes it look like, say, you not do nothing, but you have ones out there who hear the call and heed the call. And it's very important that we continue this journey of moving the people forward into a brighter light. Brighter light, no care what. Because the evil they away, you know, come from two sides, you know. Either come from where. So we're going to take a break and come forward. Break time. And looking at the newspaper them, the amount of party where them see are going in Jamaica. Them I wonder if I in a them party there, all them crime business are going. Go ask your grandmother. Yeah man, they dress up hard. I don't want to dress again, you know, because nobody now wear dress again. Go nowhere. A pure panty. But the place busy Rasta. Cause yeah, the bar just opened back out of Rockfort there. And now things are keep over there already. Things are keep over there already, trust me. I'm not seeing a holiday there. Anybody hear about the man where lick the man car back on Canton Spring Road there? Them lick the man car back and the man jump out of the car and pull him gun and box the brother in it. I tell you. And him lick the car back, you know. In the car there. And the man come out and carry him gun in him and box the brother. No way do that thing like that, no, because you don't expect that. And you're not wrong, because him lick you. I can't tell them say it, if you lick a man in him back, you'll drive too near, so you shouldn't lick him, so you're wrong. But that's the way they remember that day when the man draw the woman out of the car and kick her up and turn her over and all sort of thing. I don't know you nothing more about that again. When pull a gun pan her, I don't hear nothing about that again. some things slow, slow. We will take a break and come forward. It's raining and thundering. But we are continuing the journey. Yeah, we are continuing the journey. We have a public service announcement for make about Alan Skill Cole. Alan Cole passed away as the greatest footballer ever come out of the Caribbean. Everybody know him as Skill Cole, everybody know him as Cherry. And we want to make sure but we could play this song and line it up. Well, we're not going to do it now. We're going to do it after the sports. We're going to start about it after the sports. Okay. The situation in Jamaica City where the party them sometimes prevent certain criminal activities. Yes, prevent certain criminal activities. The problem we have is that a long time I tell the people them say, you must stop play domino a bar door. Stop play domino a bar door and sit down in a bar like things is the same. Because when the man them come, them start to spray the bar them. And some people in there, it wasn't them intention to do it, but them no care. And we see a whole heap of people dead that way there. Just by being at a bar door or a corner. This is not the time now to stand up on corner with a whole heap of people and attack, because you don't know who in the crowd. A man did want him for shot him long time. And you stand up there, sometimes are you the man who no have nothing to do with nothing get shot. And the man who them look for run gone. Prevent it better than to cure. You need to stay in your yard if you're not going to party, if you're not going somewhere. Stay in your yard. Most people have TV and now and Netflix and all them. Sit in your yard and watch Netflix. Or if you want to sit down on your phone with a girl, sit down on the phone with a girl and talk to her. But it is not safe in these times to stand up a street side with all heap of man. Or sit down in a bar front. Say you play domino and all them something there. Go around the back of the yard, go play the domino. See, it's them things that we are talking about. Because really and truly, you're the first song we play. See certain people that shoot certain people, And the ones them in the garrison and get to them. You say I shoot one of them. Go to church garden, you're not shooting and go on a church garden, Russell Heights, Beverly Hills, and all these places are Upper Mona and all them way there. At the same place them, in a certain area where poor people there, and the man them who do the shooting is not no sufferer. Them not suffer because you see them when them go a dance, see them a sufferer. See, because them have all people that send things for them, including gun. And them have all the latest fashion. And them women have all the latest fashion. So it's not like say, them have fire gun because them poor. And because them not have no food in them plate. Them can afford to buy polypa liquor and stand up on the corner too and put on the liquor upon the ground and everybody come take out a beer, take out a this, take out a that, or anything and all them something there. So we're in a serious situation. When people talk about the youth them need for work or else them are going to continue to do them crime. Some man don't want to work. When them know so them can't get certain money another way illegally and get away with it. Yeah, man. What you see the woman where them catch that day, where she head some criminal activity, and them things that we are talking about. Them things that we are talking about. She's the head of one gang. We need to take a stock. Prevent is better than to cure, not that you can't get to from everybody, but you have to make sure you're not involved in a certain thing. And not they know where a stray bullet lick you, or lick your friend. We're going to go for the news and sports and come back.
Illegal rifle seized during two separate but connected police operations conducted in St. Catherine this morning. Police say the operations relate to aspects of ongoing investigations into the recent multi-victim shooting incident in Commodore District, St. Catherine, which left 5 dead and 4 wounded. In the first incident, which occurred shortly after 5 a.m., a joint police-military team conducted an operation at Joe's Estate Knollis Bog Walk. Upon entering the premises, the team was confronted by a man armed with a rifle who pointed the weapon in the direction of the officers. The lawmen opened fire and the man was later pronounced dead. In a subsequent connected operation, another police team intercepted a vehicle in which several men were traveling along Grange Lane, also in St. Catherine. The occupants of the vehicle reportedly opened fire at the police. The gunfire was returned and one man was killed. Jamaica will join the global community in observing World Homeless Day tomorrow under the theme Bridging Gaps in Homelessness, Connecting Persons to Services and Community through Data Collection. This year's observance coincides with the ongoing National Homeless Survey, which runs from October 6 to 10. Secretary at the Board of Supervision, Trika Lewis, told GIS News that the survey was timed to synergize with World Homeless Day. She said it also seeks to provide critical data to guide for future policies and services for persons experiencing homelessness across the island. She further informed that to commemorate the day, the Poor Relief Department in each municipal corporation will host activities aimed at supporting persons experiencing homelessness and raising public awareness. In news overseas, U.S. President Donald Trump's deployment of National Guard troops in democratically-led sit-ins against the will of local officials is facing 2 key legal tests today. Court hearings are set to begin in Portland, Oregon, and Chicago, Illinois, where local leaders have sued the government, alleging the use of U.S. military on civilian streets is unconstitutional. The White House has defended the deployments, with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying they are very confident in the president's legal authority to do this. Trump has previously sent the National Guard to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., arguing the troops were needed to crack down on illegal immigration and crime. And finally, at least 13 people have been killed after an attack on one of the last remaining hospitals in El Fasher, a Sudanese city trapped under siege. According to BBC, 16 others, including a doctor and nurse, were injured after the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, RSF, shelled Saudi hospitals several times on Tuesday night. A group of Sudanese medics has called the attack a war crime. The RSF has been besieging El Fasher more than 17 months, leaving hundreds of thousands of people stuck in the city facing starvation. Those were the local and international headlines. Major News is next at 5:40.
Thanksgiving celebration, and it lasts a couple of days. So we could read out what will happen if you want to go at one of these gatherings. You can go. So today, Thursday, October the 9th, at 5 p.m., the celebration will be at House of Dread. That's 3 Diner Road. People know Country Farm House, well, it's behind Country Farm House. House of Dread. There's a celebration keeping there. Today, Friday, October the 10th, at 6 p.m. to midnight, the 12th tribe of Israel at Hope Road. I know the 12th tribe of Israel congregate at Hope Road. So on Friday, which is tomorrow, there will be a gathering there, 81 to 83 Hope Road. Saturday, October the 11th, at 8 a.m., the earth will leave Perry's Funeral Home, and it will be going to Caymanas Park. You know, that man will love a mass race. 12 Tribe of Israel HQ, that we're staying long there. House of Dread. All of these places, them going pass. Where I'm supposed to tired when I'm done. I'm supposed to tired. Santos Football Club, 14 Diner Road Drive. 14 Dinner Drive. And last night we just said the National Indoor Center, but we now hear that it is the National Arena. He will be at the National Arena. So that's Saturday from 9 a.m. drumming and viewing of Cole. 10 a.m. a musical tribute. And from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. the Thanksgiving service. And all of this will end up at Shooters Hill. All of that will end up at Shooters Hill. Interment at Shooters Hill. So we could go it again one time. When I say it again, listen carefully. Today, House of Dread, 5 p.m. Friday, 6 p.m. to midnight, 12 Tribe of Israel, yes, at Hope Road. Saturday, October the 11th, the Earth Leave Perry's funeral home, and it going to go to Caymanas Park. And then it head to 12 Tribe of Israel HQ again, House of Dread again, then Santos Football Club, 14 Dinner Drive, and then the National Arena. From 9 a.m. drumming and viewing of the body, 10 a.m. musical tribute, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thanksgiving service commencing, and then it end up at Shooters Hill Cemetery. So for those of you interested to take that journey, take it, you don't have to go everywhere. You can go which one nearer to you. At least you're paying your tribute. I will be at the arena. I think them say I and Tommy Cohen will be hosting that musical tribute. Enough artists, I don't know how them are going to work out how much artists we see print on the thing. Couldn't even bother call out the amount of artists, but everybody want to give them little tribute. So that will happen in the arena. So if you want to be there, be there. It's a very, very important bridging to the landscape of Jamaica and what him did, what he has done for the sport of football. You know, he's one of the men them where end up in Brazil with Pele. Yes, and I mentioned Pele name, you know, say, yeah, you can't be get higher than that. And we have Alan Cole play football in Brazil. So, yes, I just saw it there. We want to listen up, capture dollars about them road. You have a road there in a country there, in a Montego Bay, that at St. James, where people are calling and say, if me can mention it, you know, say anchovy. Well, if I want to know anchovy, what anchovy, you have Mount Pele, you have anchovy. They must say the anchovy road there is a big, big problem. Meanwhile, the government, I say, oh, them fix road, a bridge, yeah, brand new bridge, over the other side. Why we like the government, you know? No, sir. We like the government because meanwhile, you over here to a fake bridge over there, so the people over here so complain, say, it can't be able, the road, for France over go down, I'm over here. When they used to take them all 40 minutes, it's gone 2 hours now. Everybody are complaining. And me now go complain, say the road on a long lane, I broke up again. No, you have to bear, if you're going to have to bear left. Because you have a long hole, well, you don't reach a deep hole yet, but the hole dead there. And going up the road now, you have so many different bob and weave you have to make to reach a Stone Hill. What is happening? Me carry what I call one of them people that go talk to them, you know. Because there's no, them can't go tell me now what that make me feel, say, yeah, them are do things right. Nothing. Terrible. Anyway, we see the long-awaited trial of the once the Minister of Education, he was the principal for JC and the Caribbean Maritime place out of airport here today. We see him case come up. Yeah, after so much years. It's so long there. Just like Tufton. Tufton case. I hear my show and I say, why, he's so glad that they didn't found any unlawful thing in a film, maneuvering. Yes, cause him have some money there and supposed to get out some work and him give him lady it. People say, how that possible? That sound like something not supposed to happen. So him feel good for no time. But you see, me know say not never did that happen no tight, you know. Not never did that happen. You know, this thing with them that have around the island about bringing help to the people, they move. Him was responsible for it, but there's certain part aspect of it where them give out certain work for do to certain company, and one of the company them was run by, I want to say lady, you know. Yeah, I want to say lady, yes. And people find it very out of place. Film came lady, the job, millions of dollars too, you know. I don't know, the $100,000 or millions of dollars. Because I know them people don't do things where $1,000, you know. Them do things in a millions. Well, it a long time now, you know. Because I remember, I refer from me down a watch, you know. Me do two of them program there. One in a Ochi and one in a St. Mary. Port, St. Mary, we did go do it. And the way the thing go, me I say, no, three of them me do. What me I talk about two of them? Three of them me do. One in a Port Antonio, one in a Port Maria, and one down at Ochi there. The money did a run. And they were talking them I bring good this and good that, healthy living, exercise and all them something there. And me I tell, hey, one time I say, Fulton and New York around around the marathon, you know. Yeah, around the marathon one, I tell you. So, really and truly, though, certain things that are going around the scene when nobody never know, but it come out. And it come out, and this is during, after COVID or during COVID, during COVID. I don't remember when though, but it's a long time. But it just come up. Just come up in a case now. And him get off at the criminal charge. But him get off with alcohol warning and him admit and I say, boy, him so happy that them never find no unlawful thing in it, but him will try to buckle up. That's how I say, I'm hearing on the radar, him have a buckle up and make the thing more tighter for work with. You know, so me know him never did that happen still. Me know, you can't tell that. Because these people, most of them is never, all right, watch the other brother now, where them yard how long now, and him case just call up. We're going to see what's going to happen now. With all the money, where them put in a bank, and him get the help of them to put money there, so, and him get this one to put money here, so, and all them way there. And now the case come up. A long time, long time. So we're going to see what's going to happen to that one. Yes. People them buckle up, because you have some other ones that too, you know. We're still not call up yet, you know. Some other ones we're not call up yet.
Africa.
Hamas and Israel shall cease fire and return of the hostages. The place is in, but apparently it's about anything. The amount of body, no matter about 100,000 people get killed, children and women and all them something there. When them take bulldozer and move them things there, and I need them rubble there. At that time, people are go ball. Because people don't find them family yet, you know. Yeah, man just blow up building and whole 2-story, 3-story building just fall down for everybody. Fall down for everybody. So all of them rubble there. Bodies, pan top of bodies, pan top of bodies. Under the rubble. Anyway, I could see what going to happen with that. Because you know, say, Donald Trump I look forget the Peace Prize. You know, the Norwegian them have a thing where them give out Peace Prize to people, and he might lab himself feet. Yeah, he might lab himself feet, you know, because I'm saying stop how much wars and how much weak system there. This supposed to be him cap. The problem with this now, you know, is that them elect the person already before this thing, them broke out this peace thing, them elect it, I think, a Monday to the hour, Thursday. A Monday, the committee where do these things elect it already. And a Wednesday to the Thursday, Wednesday. A Wednesday, them come together and say, them are going to hold ceasefire. That means by Tuesday, them elect the person. Nobody don't know yet. Maybe tomorrow morning, the whole of us will wake up and know who get it. But, hey, Donald Trump no easy, you know. You see if him no get it, if him no get that thing there, you know, you see all the people them who involved in that. You see how now we who responsible for certain things up there. Trust me, man. Him no easy at all. So we're going to see what going to happen out of that. We're going to take a break and come forward. Break time. One advertisement up at the top say, oh, people used to hide them money under them mattress. And now them are telling them must go carry it to a bank. Well, let me tell you something, man. Me and my granny used to go a market when she sell down a Coronation, and she come home and she put her money in her tide and put it under the mattress. She now go in a bank. And nobody know in the house trouble the money. And we know say the money there. She never miss money yet in the house when she tight on and it put tight in her tide and put under the mattress. Now people are go a bank and I lose their money. So tell me something now. How that go? How that go? 6 or 1/2 dozen of the other, the same thing. But I know the same thing really. Because a whole heap of people are ball out now. Say, them a lose their money in a bank. The youth, them a scam money left and right and take out your money, millions of dollars. We just see about 3 of them with them all. So, this argument about your money safer in the bank, is it? Is it really safer in the bank? I don't know about that. But everyone will take the chance and put it in the bank. And the people, them, they don't know when these guys going to attack your bank account. And that is where I go on in Jamaica. That is going on all over the world. Them figure out a way how to get in your account. So, I don't know if it's a bad thing to put your money under the mattress or put it in one tin and dig up one hole under one tree and put it in it. Because all people used to do it. I mean, if I hear nobody a ball, so they might lose their money. Anyway, that is the next argument. The time is, we're going to take a break and come again. We're going to take a break again and come forward. And take 2 calls for hear what the people them want to say. I don't know if anybody out there want to call before 4 o'clock, you know. Call before 4 o'clock, come to hear what you say. We're going to tell you about this man named Sir Lenny Henry in England there. He might claim, I think, a $16 trillion, trillion pound for reparation for the black people them in England. Named Sir Lenny Henry. Claiming 16 trillion, not billion, $1 trillion for reparation money for the blacks them in England. And we also here, listen to this one, you know, in a northern, say, these vegetarian food, them have some food, you know, where them call it names like burger, hot dog and all them something there. Well, in a northern island, them a ban plant-based food that sell with the meat name. Yes, them a outlaw food that is plant-based and sold under meat name. That means you can't have a food make out of vegetable and I call it hot dog. Them want to hear me hungry. Them want to get me hungry. Go hear how my brethren call him recipe them, the food them. Make the same thing like them, but call it a different name. Like how I'm saying, me hungry, the Jamaican style. Pleaser instead of pizza. Yeah, my pleaser. So them want something like that. Maybe them should have call him up and pay him for do certain naming for them. Anyway.
The National Land Agency helps landowners register.
You don't have no land talk today, do you know? No land
No,
talk.
something slipped me now, man. I was wanting. Me said the Prime Minister must be, them I think, I'm not sure if it's implemented yet, but if them find water going in your house for 50 years, you have any idea about that?
Yeah, them I say, but them I fight get the people them who supposed to make a difference. I say, warm to the little, like if you're going to make a movie, and you have the gun to make a movie. Them want to do that. I think it did there, that them want to do it, I think it did there.
Yeah, because if them find an imitation gun, them classify it as real firearm, which I find that very ridiculous.
No, them not fight, them not say a real firearm, Them must say, you can't stick up a man with that imitation gun,
No, most of them are charged the same way like a firearm.
Yeah,
but
me know that.
With it,
Me not agree with it.
Me not agree with it neither. I can't understand if you do a crime with it. Because when I tell you,
Wait no. Them are looking into it to say, if you commit a crime with a fast gun, you will get the same penalty with the man who have the real gun. If it's a thing where you have a gun, if you go act movie, or if you do some kind of theatrics thing, them are looking into it to see what the possibilities, all the possibilities.
Well, the impression I get more is that if you, because I have 2 water going up on my house,
When I come look for you.
So that more often if you come in at my house and stand, oh, you're charged me for really go.
No, I'm not charged for you go. But them are thinking of their mind say you can use that same gun there to hold up somebody.
But I'm saying, look, guys, here I do everything to do with poor people. It's a problem. I'm going to say the crime there. I want to know what is it. That's right. When there was something about the police, them I give out them rank, and somebody say, well, all right, what is the rank? What is the indication I will look for the police or us? I know what I'm saying. I am saying to the Prime Minister now, Andrew Holness, the Governor General get 34 million or whole heap of millions of dollars. I want to know what is the charge of the cabinet where minister charge too much money, how much money, Mr. What is it you're going to implement to tell that man, say, if you go overboard, this is what's going to happen. I want you come out with something now for your minister them. Everything are for poor black people.
Yeah.
Everything. And you're being unfair, Mr. Prime Minister, you're your governor, you're your friend. I want to know what is it you're going to implement now for your MP them. We're thief, period. A $3 trillion can't give account for just dead so. You just dead like when you click on Goliath. Andrew Wallace, what are you going to put in Parliament next week to tell your ministers that when I get good salary? We are pure of entertainment.
You remember him did say him not tolerate no corruption in our government, And now even the foreign people them want to deal with corruption. I say Jamaica depend the high leaks of corrupt countries.
Thank you, Muta. I heard that.
Anyway, we have to move.
Also, I for the way I implement next week for your minister. That's our Muta. Nice, my virgin. Cool.
And one of the things that me really want to hear the Prime Minister come out and deal with is what is his stand and the Israeli genocide and South Sudan genocide. Because we don't hear them take it up. This government don't take up that as part of them thing. We hear Myanmar come out as a smaller island, come out and give, stand up for it, stand up and declare for yourself. Well, this man who is the head of, I think him at the head of CARICOM, stand to be corrected. What is his stand and what is happening in Israel? Yes, or what had happened in Israel since we have said there's a ceasefire that going to take place. Anyway, yeah, next caller. Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Muta.
Yes, President.
Mr. Universe. Oh,
I mean, why you, man? Nobody can tell you that. Are you that, man? Unless it's like AI. Maybe it's like AI, you know.
Hey, Muta, you think you're easy?
Identify yourself. Maybe it's an AI. I don't talk to AI upon this program. Identify yourself.
Muta, you see, you know Muta, Sunday the 19th, Westmoreland.
Yeah.
You know we are touching on the place, man.
Where you bring for me? A long time you don't see me. Where you bring for me?
No, you have to talk where you want, because you don't know. Me, I got it for sure, because I go come in at the afternoon, but anytime like after 5, because you know, me not.
Yeah, man, we're going to do Silva. We're going to do
Me know, man.
Because the show will go on after that.
Yeah, man, I know, because the outside broadcast, I got in at 4 p.m. So yeah.
Which
so
outside
where you want the president to bring?
Huh?
You have to there, because I have to be there. Never there all over.
You go there all over?
Yeah, man, I go there certain places, because I have so little things to deal with before night, because you know, me not make night catch me really out the road in the motor.
Why, you're dopey?
No, man, you can't manage the night dew anymore sometimes in the motor.
You can't manage the night dew?
No, yeah, we have to cut it down a little bit.
Eh? What, made sick you?
No, man, because you know, Muta, right now, Muta, we have to take care of ourselves, health, and get enough rest.
So when night you are going to do with you? When night you are going to do with you? Sick you? May I ask you?
No, man, you can't do nothing, but we have to
you have to take care of yourself, and then I say, you know, walk at night, we can't night do. Like
yeah,
night
man,
you
not
do so.
deep night, Joe, and so at a certain time we just cut off the road and go get rest, exercise in the morning, because, you know, so by a certain time we exercise start.
Am I afraid people still say you're turning a vampire, you know?
Anything you want to Muta, anything I say go. Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Yeah,
Looking
man.
forward to see you down there. Long time, you know.
Definitely. Yeah, man, definitely. I will be there, Muta. Definitely. And
all
again,
right.
yeah, Muta, what we want to talk about right now, too, you know, Muta.
You know, a long time to talk, though, you know.
Yeah, because 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and them have a whole lot of things that go on for this program.
Yeah, man. So, anyway, Muta, big up yourself. The 19 Kabul, everybody will see what is going on. Yeah. You want to go on issue, we want to talk about that same way thing, but I saw you go. If anything is government, so we'll go and work with you and watch what him go deal with.
But you're a government, man.
So the government, yeah, it's my government.
Oh, you mean, yeah. They know you that tax a ship from PNP to JLP.
No, so my government Andrew on his third term, one bro got 1 PM.
No. You was PNP and you ship from PNP to JLP.
Yeah, not Muta, I'm a JLP.
Then I ship to someone else go like
yeah, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
Alzheimer's, you know. Me not have Alzheimer's, you know.
Muta, have a good day. You have a good day, Muta. See you on the 19th. Mr. Universe, up, load.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Because them right as a time. Good afternoon, bossy.
Good afternoon.
Yes, let me park up the vehicle. And one time I hear talk, you know, and you ask me, say, we don't talk about the Israeli president. See? And yeah, him did I say, him did I say, I'm saying, I don't want to hear that. Unless he must say peace and unify the thing. So, yeah, say it named Nobel Peace Prize. So, what you mean, say, if the man go down there, yesterday in the report near the man, I say, come on, speed up on the foot, just sit down the foot, and Israel celebrate, Palestinians can go celebrate side of them to hope them, no. But with the backdoor thing again, you know. So, him forget it, you know, say it's a talk.
If me if he forget it?
Yeah.
No, but one thing compared to the other things that we don't know, I don't feel so.
I don't know, son, at this time now, remember Muta did that a pivot now with the man.
No, you asked me one question, you asked me a question and I answer,
Yes, because
so nobody bring up
all we
all
there
that
for really enough of them, I say, them could have go help them negotiate and see them completely them and all the infrastructures where they damage daily. All right, them say, me no know, if him have to go share it then.
Share it with who?
What do you mean, say? With Mattis, too, I go say, him
Who share it with who?
With the same president of Israel, the France, the way the president.
Wait there. Netanyahu must get Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize.
Me just ask if probably.
No way you ask me that, it sound like you say yes.
Him make a move to
make a move to after you match up a whole country and do all of that, you tell him must get Peace Prize, but what you deserve to get Peace Prize?
Yeah, said Trump want to do it single-handedly, so me I wonder who...
No, so wait, you tell me now, say, no, serious, you're not serious.
So, you know, want your Peace Prize to fit the year, I say.
You say you're not serious, man.
So you don't want a Peace Prize?
Netanyahu must get Peace Prize?
Well, no, him not going to get it, so.
The way I say that,
but that's a next joke.
No, man, can't make no joke that way, man. I have to move that door.
Quick space, yeah, man. But I did have two more things that we don't want to talk to you about, But make give a round of applause to Trump, because the hospital, man, the elderly, them down there kind of celebrate now. So, for the evening, and then me not pay no toll for me gone down Israel and Palestine.
All right, so me gone. Like, I don't 5 o'clock yet. I don't 5 o'clock yet. Hush. At 4 o'clock now, at the time for the People's Court to come up. Sorry about that, yes. It's a law for woman. If there's a discrepancy in the law that it take off for the man them more than take off for the woman them, especially when it deal with child support and all them something like. We have a guest, Simone Gardner. She's an attorney at law and the managing director of S.A. Gardner Law. She's a civil and commercial litigation law firm with a specialty in the area of family law. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I am doing quite okay. Okay,
good to know. Good to know.
Sound like I know you too, The voice.
You probably do. I feel like I know you too. I've seen you all around.
No, so make it sound like me everywhere. Me all around.
You're a prominent public figure, of course.
Okay. All right. So you want to tell me about the law and as it relates to man and woman. You think it's the same thing as it relates to either access to children, if you go to a court with a child and you think that them treat the man less, worse, them favor the woman more? Tell me.
All right. So generally the law tends to be gender neutral, right? Which means that the primary consideration of the court, especially when it comes to children and maintenance, is the welfare of the child or the best interest of the child. We have an act called the Children, Guardianship and Custody Act, which says that if an application is made either by the father or the mother, right, the court can make an order for maintenance as it deems, for custody as it deems fit, and it can go to either of the parents, having regard to the welfare of the child. Now, when you think about the welfare of the child, you're thinking about different considerations. You're thinking about their overall happiness, the wishes of the child, the religious needs of the child. You're thinking about the educational needs of the child, and you're also considering which of the two parents is better able to facilitate that. Say, for instance, one parent lives in a one-bedroom house and there are 3 children, right? And that one-bedroom house, it just have one big bed. So where all of the rest of the them are going to sleep, especially when you have a mixture, it's not just all girls. And if the father, for instance, probably have a 5-bedroom house where each child would be able to have their own room, and they look at the amenities and all of that stuff. So when I say the law is gender neutral, I'm saying that It's not favoring the mother over the father. It's not favoring the father over the mother. And let me put it in a context where we would generally be able to understand in our culture. Generally, it is understood that in a relationship, say, for instance, the man earns more. Then there is going to be an inference that because the man is earning more, he would be the one that would get custody of the child because he has the finances to facilitate that child's needs. But remember, it's not just one thing. It's not just whether that parent can contribute more financially, because what if the father is abusive, for example, and the child doesn't feel safe with the father? So that goes back to the wishes of the child as well. So it can go in different directions, and it all depends on the circumstances of each case.
So them go in a court and say, talk to the child first and say, tell me something, what are your mother or your father, which one you want to live with? Them not do it like that.
They consider the wishes of the child, yes. That is
But
one
they
of
consider the wishes of the child, and the father have a big house and the mother not a big house, but you have a man differently. I mean, why they wouldn't deal
that
with
will
the
have
child?
to be assessed, because when you look at the best interests of the child, when you're looking at something like that, the court is saying, all right, what is going to generally promote the mental and physical health of this child? So, yes, I did mention that the wishes of the child is important, but that is not the only consideration. Just like how, all right, Jamaica, we live in a matrifocal society, which means that in more cases than not, you will find that the mothers are more emotionally connected to the children, right? But just because we have that type of society doesn't mean that it is automatically to the mother. So it's different considerations. The wishes of the child is one consideration. The living condition is another consideration, because one bedroom house for so many children is not going to necessarily be a good state for them. Say, for instance, that one bedroom house is 3 miles away from where those children go to school, and the 5 bedroom house that the father lives in is just down the block from where those children go to school. You're looking at also displacing the children and taking them up from what they're used to. Say, for instance, the parents used to live together, right? And the father moves out to a different space. So the father moves to the United States, for instance, and all of the child's family lives in Jamaica. Cousin, auntie, uncle, siblings, everybody that they know is in Jamaica. And then to move to the United States means that it's going to be displacing them, it's going to be carrying them outside. And then you think also about the medical considerations of that child. Does this child have the structure physically to be able to move or to be uprooted from one space into another space and to be thriving comfortably? Suppose a child is suffering from a certain condition where predictability is the best thing for them and their comfort. To take them out of that space just like that, just because, living with the father or whatever, is not necessarily a good decision. So it's not just one thing. It's not just the house. It's not just the wishes of the child. It's not just the finances of the parents, or even, it's not even gender-based. So I know that our society generally has it, especially the men in our society. They have it that the court system is not in their favor, and a man have to work twice as hard to see them child after the breakup, and that's not how it's supposed to be.
But it's true,
right?
Though. It's true.
Why would you say that it's true?
Yeah, man.
I want
true,
to hear
man.
your feedback about that.
Because they would have give the... All right, when me live, my mother... Me never know my father to no levels.
Okay.
Right? My father did when me a 8-year-old. My mother and my father never lived together, but me they with my mother most of the time. And my mother bring me up. Now, them days there, nobody now carry nobody go to court. See them way there. But if somebody come to me now and I say, if my father did insist, say, me must come live with him and think. Mother chose my mother not because my father might be not capable, but me feel more attachment to the mother. Yet still, me and my mother live in a one house. Me and I sleep in the same bed. You know, see it? A one room, not house, one room we live in a.
I know you made a true word, Pan Muta.
No, me never say a true. You don't know me, so you can't. Me not tell you a true. No, man, me I tell you my lifestyle, my life. My life is that me and my mother live in a one room for years. See?
Right.
And my father come there when he want to come there. And him carry me go up on my granny, which is female mother. You know, I will live up there sometime for a weekend. We go to market with her, I go sell and come back. And then we're there. And my mother is the one who sent me go to school and all them something there. Now, if me did go in yard and see certain things, and me say, you know, some would want to live with my father more because, you know, the court, what the court that take into consideration? Because me and my mother live in a one room. My father never lived in a one room. My father lived in a more than one room.
Well, remember, you know, it would have to be an application. An application would have to be made to the court, right? Now it sounds like your parents already had a structure in place. It sounds like a sole custody structure that your mother had with you, but then there was liberal access that your father had to you. So they already set up a structure in themselves that it seemed that that structure was working, and you don't know necessarily the discussions that were had behind the scenes.
No discussion never go on. No discussion never go on, man.
No discussion at all?
No. Because my father did want to take me and carry me go a female mother go live, which is my granny. You know, Jonestown. And
but was your mother, were you a danger? Was your mother a danger to you?
No, my father was not a danger to me neither.
So why did he think it was necessary to take you away from your mother?
Eh?
Why did he think it was necessary to take you away from your mother?
Me and I live in one room. You know, and him no same people if you live in one room that way there, you know. So him feel say would have a better house arrangement if me go live with my granny.
And I agree with that too, because if you were to bring it to court, you know, if your father were to bring it to court and to argue and to say that he doesn't think that this is promoting your physical health or overall well-being to be staying in a space like that, then that is something that could be considered.
But suppose me want to live with my mother.
So, but that's the thing. That's the thing. It's not just one element isn't going to overpower the next element. No.
How the court are going to decide it? How the court are going to decide that?
One factor doesn't overpower the other factor. So money is not necessarily going to overpower the fact that one parent having more money than the other don't overpower that. The wishes of the child is important, but it also doesn't overpower what is best for the child, if you understand what I mean. Yeah. Say for example, and I'm just stepping outside of your context a little just to give you a different understanding. Yeah. Say for instance, your mother earned so much less than your father and wasn't necessarily able to take care of you. You know that the court can make an order or rather indicate that, all right, let us do an assessment. Let's do a means report. That's what they call it. To see how much it is that the father is earning and how much he can reasonably contribute to the child. So when you look at it, you know, it's an objective test. It's not going to be just a single factor test. You may want to stay with your mother because you're more emotionally attached to your mother. But what if the court says that, okay, we understand that he loves his mother and we understand he has a closer attachment to her, but let us look at the bigger picture. So why I mentioned even that's the financial aspect of it is we may often feel like custody is just a one-size-fits-all thing. And, the judge just geared the picnic because she a woman, or the judge just keen the picnic because he have more money, or the judge just decide for put the child in state care because they want to break the families apart. But that's not what it is, because the court system is there to ensure that the balance of society or the social fabric of society is maintained. Because I don't know if you recognize, but having a strong family structure is the foundation
Yeah,
A lot of times, persons that are walking around very broken-hearted, very, very dejected in life and aimless is because they didn't have the right start.
And turn criminal too. We put them
Right.
turn criminal. They never have a strong family structure.
Never have a strong family structure. And that's not to say that they're not destined for great things in life, you know. But the court has an obligation to society to make sure that when it comes to children, because there was a video, you know, where there was a gentleman that was complaining that on TikTok that he and his partner broke up and they both have gone their separate ways, and she bring him to court and for the child, and he showed up and she was not there.
Yeah,
He had to take
time off to go
time off from work and all of that stuff. And he's saying that, listen, this is so unfair. But the court generally says that, okay, when you're looking into the welfare of the child, you're considering this. And generally there's more leeway, I find, in matters that involve children than not. Why? Because the court wants to make sure that all of the T's are crossed and all of the I's are dotted. And if it is that the mother isn't there or wasn't able to show up for whatever reason, then the session would be adjourned and the court will look at those considerations. But the family structure is extremely important, right? And so a judge will do what it takes to ensure that it is preserved. And that is why you have something called both sole custody and joint custody.
Yeah.
In sole
All right,
custody,
hold on. Before you go into that part, right,
right,
we're going to take a break and come forward. Decide, depending on questions that is asked as it relates to the man and the woman and the child. All right, yes, you was going to say, so I don't know if you remember what you was going to say.
Yes, I remember, but I want to wrap up and directly address your question. You said that, but if you prefer to be with one parent, not just have one bedroom and it's you and that parent sharing that room and that bed. Now, remember, you know, when I said that the wishes of the child would be considered, it also depends on the age and the maturity of the child, because the considerations of a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old child, based on their age and maturity, would carry a different weight than maybe like a 3-year-old child, right? So the child's preference is important, but it's not decisive. The emotional attachment that a child has to one parent is important as well, right? And the court will carry weight, but it's everything mixed into one that will make the final decision. For instance, the stability of the home. Suppose your mother lives in a home that, all right, is one bag of chaos. Maybe she have a new partner and it's not very stable. You know what I mean? That is critical, you know. And I would see the stability of the home as even more critical than the child's preference and even the child's emotional attachment to the parent. Financial ability and educational support is important, and as well as the conduct of the parents, the past care and conduct of the parents. Because what if you have a parent, in one of the two parents, that is aggressive when it comes to disciplining the child? All of those things are taken into account. So, like I said before, it's not a one-size-fits-all thing. It's something for you to present your case to the court and for the other parent to present their case and to create a history, basically, or tell a story about why it is that they are better suited. But the type of custody also depends on the relationship that the parents have with each other. Because if you have parents that are not able to sit down in a room and to come to an amicable agreement where the child is concerned, then joint custody is basically out of the question, right? Because in order for you to have joint custody, you have to make sure that there is some form of structure in place where, for instance, you pick up the child at 6 p.m. on a Friday this week and you drop them off 6 p.m. on the Friday of the following week. The parents have communication on WhatsApp. They pick up the call when either the parents call, then pick up the phone. They can, both of them in the class group chats, and they're able to show some level of maturity where the child is concerned. And a lot of parents aren't at that level just yet. So when you look at the conduct of the parents too, that also determines whether or not the court will consider joint custody or sole custody. And when you have sole custody, it don't mean that that child is just going to see one parent and the other parent get knocked. That's not what happens. What happens is you can have sole custody with primary care and control going to one parent, and you have liberal access to the other parent, which means that similar to your situation growing up, you can live with your mother, and then you have the father that can come and visit whenever it is reasonable, right? Or maybe can come and visit on weekends. It depends. You can come and visit on the weekends. It all depends on what makes sense.
Yeah, and it all depends on the judge.
Right, but it also depends on the parents. I don't think what
No, me never said it depends on what I say.
It depends on the parents, man. We need to live good with each other.
Yeah.
And realize that the child is what matters. It's not me and you, It's both of us coming together to figure out what is best for the child, because you remember a lot of us, grow up in emotionally mature spaces. A lot of us want to make sure that we overcome those things of the past and break generational curses, right? And the only way for you to do that where family is concerned is to see past the differences of me and you and look at what the child is going to experience, because for us this is our everyday life, and for them it's a core memory. This is the memory that is going to carry through to adulthood. And this is what is going to determine their attachment styles in their own relationships.
Well,
so it's bigger than me and you.
I can tell you something. My grandmother, which is my father's mother, did want me come live with her. Because when my father died,
Where is that?
Where?
Why is that? So it seemed like the father and the grandmother wanted to live with the grandmother.
She never liked my mother.
Oh, boy.
She never liked my mother. I don't blame my mother live. But true, she always tell me, say, you see when them call me Rye. Them say, you see when Rye can't take bus, he may go take bus, come up here and left you down there. I tell my mother. Yeah, and me did love go up there too, because what now, when me go up there, me have two cousins living there, up there. Me see all sort of things are going up there. Me can play marble and make kite and all that. Them go and market with her on Friday and come up back Sunday morning. My mother now, she just... Yeah, me love that. My mother now, me and I just... They are the house. And she do what she's supposed to do. Go, which part we are go. She carry me go a movie, Palace, Gaiety, Rialto and all them places. So, me never had no problem with living my mother, but my granny was insisting that me should have come up there, come live, should have preferred me up there, we live down, go live with that the woman there, so. But end up I live with my mother still, straight up.
Right. She put her foot down.
Yeah, me mentally live with my mother, but me still go up there on weekend. Me go up there on weekend, me go up at Jonestown on weekend, when I go to school. And she make my mother make me go up there. She never have no problem for me go up there. So no father never in between me and she, my mother and me, and her father. Me never have no father to say, this is my father. Me never have no reason with my father yet. Me don't know him mind. Me don't know what. All me know say him work a public service and him come down there when him want to come down there. We live down at Tex Lane. By the way, me used to some gunshot fire down at Tex Lane yesterday. Anyway.
Oh boy.
we go down at Tex Lane. And we love go down there. Because we did have rectory, Roman Catholic over, so my father them used to show a movie. You have George's, St. George's School, or go over there, go watch football and all them really. So we never had no problem. It's just that now me I wonder how the judge come to the assessment. You tell me how the judge come to the assessment, But me don't know if me as a little boy, 7-year-old, 8-year-old can tell a judge say, me prefer stay with my mother, or me prefer stay with my father. And then he might go assess situation and say, he might go send me go to my father, he might go send me go to my mother. Because if me want to go to my father, and him say me must go to my mother, appear miserable business that I'm going to make arguments with my mother and, feel bad, say, me did want to go to my father and the judge bring me down here, so I never want to see down here, so I try to figure out how you draw the line there, so, you know, it's a weird situation.
But I have a question for you now. You said your father would visit you when he feels like, was it that
I want to let me my visit, my mother my visit.
There weren't restrictions?
Eh?
Were there? Were there
What?
any restrictions by your mother to say that?
No, man, she and him never have nothing. No, man, she and him never have nothing, man. He come there when he want to come there, and left when he want to left. And there was no problem between my mother and my father, no problem.
But
You
you
know,
wish
just
you could
something I
have
want
seen
to
him
know.
more?
Eh?
Is it that you wish you could have seen him more?
No, me no business if him come there or not. Me not think about, you know, if me I see him more. Me not have them psychological imbalance there when me I live with my mother. You know, me just live with my mother, you know, and 7-year-old, 6-year-old, me I live with my mother. Me run up and down, play marble and all them something the same way. You know, me never have no indifference against my father because me not see him regular and him something. Me see him when me see him, and, you know, I just saw, but me live with my mother. You know, but me know say, if you go to court now, them go to say, boy, the little youth can't live in the house with just you one and your mother in a one room. Because my father at Jamaica Public Service him work, and really and truly, he might make more money, obviously, and him have house. You know, so the mother likely more than say, boy, the situation seems as if it's a better the son go at the father. I mean, I don't know.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because remember, even if your father is earning more, the judge can always say, okay, because remember, it's not just custody by itself, you know, it's custody and maintenance that go hand in hand. So whenever a custody goes to one parent, the court would generally make a maintenance order to say that the child is supposed to get a certain amount of money on a monthly basis to make sure that... Yeah. Right, to make, or on a weekly basis, to make sure that the standard of living that the child experiences with both parents, that they maintain that standard of living. It's not supposed to drop if you go to live with a parent that earns less.
Yeah, well, it never going to drop if I go with my father. It never going to drop because I might earn more money than my mother.
Right, so that's why I'm saying it shouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, but the judge could have said, boy, right now, the mother now earn enough, and she live in a one room and all them something there, tenant yard and all them thing there, and the man have earning money. Him live in a nice little house. Him have my granny who live up which part she live, and she have her own house, a collect rent and all them something there. So, you know, it would look like a better situation if I go with my father.
It could be a better situation depending. That one bedroom house that you're living with your mother, is it in a community where that has a lot of violence in it?
No, man, watch them days and no violence about man. A text lane.
Okay.
I know a text lane. I just last time I hear some man shoot up on a text lane. A text lane me used to live when my father did, a text lane. So it's not like say people are run gone, this are run go this are run go this. So we dey on the road late at night and I play all sort of thing we play on the road, you know. But me don't know if a man can sit down in a judge seat and decide, say, you know, me must go live with my mother. If me no want to go
somebody has to do it.
Yeah, well, me I go do it and me are the picnic. No, me are the picnic, man. It's me at the cars and everything. Anyway, you know, so we have to move though. We have to move.
Okay.
We're going to have to bring you back. Yeah, but we have to move. Give thanks, yeah?
Yes, man. It was great talking to you, Muta.
Yeah, man. It's great talking to you. So I make me go back now, me pick the days.
And you realize that your life was better, right? Simpler times back then, and you had a great childhood with a mother and father.
Oh, gosh, man. I have a great childhood, man. Even though me the kind
marble
of bad
and
still.
everything.
Yeah, me the kind of bad still, you know. Me never like school and school and go all Beaumont. You know Beaumont?
No,
You
I don't know
Beaumont.
Beaumont, but guess what? I feel like everything happens for a reason because not everybody is book-minded. Some people have creative minds, and the world needs more people that are diverse. Representation matters.
Yeah. All right, Mama. Them going to rush me now because I'm music news time and I still have your talk too.
All right. Nice
All right, give
talking
thanks.
to you.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
thanks.
man.
Yes, the People's Court. That was invigorating, I must say. All right, we are going to music news. Time signal and music news. Here we go.
The official track list for his long-awaited sophomore album Exile, marking his first full length since 2017 chronology. The 17-track project is set for release very soon, includes titles such as Exile Survivor, I Know What You're Feeling, and is already generating major buzz among reggae fans worldwide. Chronix first announced the album during his electrifying headlining set at Reggae Land in the UK this past August, where he performed several of the upcoming tracks to a crowd of more than 30,000 fans. The moment ignited fresh excitement for the artist's long-anticipated return, especially after months of online speculations following his cryptic social media teasers back in June. Since his Grammy-nominated debut Chronology, which sold over 100,000 units in the US and spent more than 40 weeks on the iTunes Reggae Top 10 chart, Chronix has remained relatively low-key, occasionally surfacing with collaborations and spiritual reflections that hinted a deeper creative evolution. Exile, from all appearance, captures that next phase, and of course, early performances of songs like Market and Resilience suggest a blend of roots-conscious lyrics and modern experiment, along with his signature balance of message and melody. So, of course, look out for the brand new album from Chronix. It's called Exile. Releasing very, very, very soon. Speaking of projects, Jamaican songbird Naomi Cowan is ready to usher into a new era with her forthcoming debut album, Welcome to Paradise, which will be officially released tomorrow, October 10. Known for her radiant vocals and soulful authenticity, the project marks a defining moment in Cowan's career, a fusion of reggae, dancehall, and introspective storytelling that celebrates self-worth, love, and emotional evolution. Welcome to Paradise is more than just an album. It's a statement of identity and resilience. Cowan explores what it means to stand firm in the world obsessed with status and success, using her signature blend of warmth and lyrical honesty to remind listeners that values lies within, for sure. Across the tracks, Naomi invites fans to join her on her transformation and journey through love, loss, and loss. As one of Jamaica's reggae princesses, Cowan continues to honor her musical lineage while carrying and, of course, carving her own lane in the modern landscape. With Welcome to Paradise, she delivers a project that feels both deeply personal and universal, celebration of healing, self-love, and creative freedom. So the album arrival is tomorrow, and of course it signals the dawn of Naomi Cowan's reign, one rooted in melody and soul. In other news, dancehall DJ Skillibeng continues to expand his international footprint, this time earning his fourth entry on the Billboard US Afrobeat Songs chart with a high-energy collaboration Getting Paid alongside Nigerian producer SARS and Afrobeat star Asake and Wizkid. The track, which debuted at number 5, appears on SARS' critically acclaimed debut album, Protect SARS at All Costs, a project that fuses Afrobeats, dancehall, and global pop with effortless precision. This milestone follows Skillibeng's recent fourth gold certification for his feature on Tyler's Jump with Ghana, a global smash that went platinum in South Africa and gold in 4 countries, including the United States. His Billboard journey tells a story of consistent crossover success, from Wizkid's Slip and Slide peaking at number 19 in 2022 to Tyler's Jump soaring to number 3, and Molly and Shinsia Silent Addy Shake It to the Max remix hitting number 1 in May 2025, which also features Skillibeng. With Getting Paid landing inside the top 5, Skillibeng has proven once again that his distinct flow and lyrical precision can stand shoulder to shoulder with Africa's biggest export. As of October 2025, Skillibeng's streak to Billboard hits has signaled more than just a personal achievement. It reflects a broader shift in dancehall and Afrobeats and intertwined in the global music economy. Celebs celebrating their birthdays today. in a few, but of course, hey, party fans, draw closer, turn your radios up for the 411 on what's popping for this day, or this weekend rather. One Hard Rock Memorial, that's Saturday, October 11, 2025, at Old Bus Park, Old Harbor in St. Catherine, featuring Stone of Metro Media, DJ Gallus, Bodyguard, Bass Odysseus, Lion, Roar Sound, and Sound Trooper. Admission general is $2,000, food and refreshments on sale. Must be 18 and older to drink, no weapons allowed. We're talking about the One Hard Rock Memorial this Saturday, October 11, Old Bus Park, Old Harbor. Make it a date and don't be late. And on the international scene, Wendy Williams' ex-husband needs to go back to the drawing board after he wants to take legal action over her guardianship because a judge just tossed a lawsuit he tried to file on her behalf. So according to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, the judge just denied Kevin Hunter's motion to proceed with the suit as so-called friend of Wendy. Wendy called in during today's TMZ live stream, sharing her thoughts about the suit being thrown out and also how she's got no clue how much money she has in the bank. You'll recall Kevin filed a federal lawsuit on Wendy's behalf in New York back in June to release her from the shackles of her guardian, Sabrina Morisse. But Wendy told TMZ that she didn't have anything to do with the lawsuit. In denying Kevin, the judge says he can file an amended complaint with allegations and claims on his own behalf, but he must leave Wendy out of it. Wendy and Kevin divorced in 2020 after 21 years of marriage. All right, we're right where it is, of course. Celebrities celebrating their birthdays for today. Veteran recording artist Annika Mosey. Also singer Mikey General, veteran DJ Josie Wales, and reality star Sharon Osbourne. And if you're celebrating your birthday, we say happy birthday to you, okay? On this day in music, there was 1973. Elvis Presley and his wife Priscilla divorced after 6 years of marriage. This day in music, there was 2001. A man wrecked a $300,000 sports car owned by hip-hop star Missy Elliott after losing control of the 550 horsepower vehicle and crashed into a traffic sign and a tree. This day in music, there was 2008. Paul McCartney was said to be furious when he heard that a McDonald's restaurant displayed his picture, accusing them of using it to attract customers. And that's the 400 in music news for today, Thursday, October 9, 2020.
Yes, female names. Why yell up all the sister them who stand up on the road and say them look forward to this part of the program every Thursday. So here we go now. Atia. Atia means gift. Gift. G-I-F-T. Gift. A-T-I-Y-A. Atia. Atwoki. Atwoki is A-T-W-O-O-K-I. Atwoki means she is beautiful. She is beautiful. Awina, A-W-E-N-A, Awina means gentle. Ashaki, A-S-H-A-K-I, Ashaki means beautiful. So that's Atia, A-T-I-Y-A means gift. Atwoki, A-T-W-O-O-K-I, means she is beautiful. Awina, A-W-E-N-A, Awina means gentle. And Ashaki, A-S-H-A-K-I, Ashaki means beautiful. Male names, Bahati, B-A-H-A-T-I, Bahati means luck. Chinwe, C-H-I-N-W-E, Chinwe. Chinwe means belongs to God. Chioma, C-H-I-O-M-A, Chioma means one with good luck. And Chipo, C-H-I-P-O means gift. So that's Bahati, B-A-H-A-T-I means luck. Chinwe, C-H-I-N-W, Chinwe means belongs to God. Chioma, C-H-I-O-M-A, Chioma means one with good luck. And Chipo, C-H-I-P-O means gift that end the names, African names, for today. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Yes, take off your... Yes, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's one.
Your radio, brethren, your radio.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, but you turn off your radio.
All right, now move from the radio.
No, turn it off, man.
I know my car.
All right. You see, I keep up the time now. Yeah, keep up the time. You ready for talk? I'm bringing out a dog in night, you know. You cut him, all right. I was good, you know, I was to cut him. I don't know. Yeah, long time like him for an album. Here we go.
I want to talk to you about this. Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk to you about this reparations thing.
Yeah. Turn on.
Reparations, man. You see, I don't advantages of just becoming a republic. I don't see the advantages of becoming a republic and England owes so much money and we now go for it.
So if we go about if we go a republic, we don't have no nothing to get.
You understand?
Well, that no wipe out we're going in our history. We becoming a republic, no wipe out we're going in our history.
No, you see, why what are the advantages of becoming a republic?
Well, you're self-rule, self-govern yourself. The constitution is made by you. You know, instead of the one where them was given by the colonial masters.
But you know, all right, Jamaican people,
self-determination. Eh?
All of that is important and good. So what we're going to forget about the trillion pound?
No, we never say forget about me. Say you have said that and not me.
I am asking.
You have been a republic, don't negate history. And history said them do something in a history where reparation is necessary and important to really keep the thing sane.
Well, I think we should have really start a movement, a national movement towards getting the reparation.
Yeah, then them have movement, I look, but them have things I look, but you remember just mention a brother.
No, them have something coming.
Some have some what?
But we don't hear the government to make the move towards it.
Yeah, but the government, you have people in high levels of who can decide that. You know, you have people who is sitting in meetings from different parts of the islands, as we say, who come together occasionally and decide certain things and make the people, some of the people them like the England, what them call it, the Church of England and all them places, them yield to the reparation something, you know.
I know we yield, but we're not in a result. You understand? And I need our politicians to talk about reparation. And don't wait till the election.
No, but them never bring it up in an election. Why I say don't wait? Them never bring it up.
I know, but I mean, there's another election to come. You understand?
You mean 5 years' time, 4 years' time?
My point is right now.
Yeah, but people look about it, man. Not because I know hear about it. People look about it.
Yeah, but the people should be consulted because a lot of people you talk to in the street don't know nothing about it.
No, not the street people. I talk about people who can deal with it on a level where certain people will listen, like the Church of England will listen, and certain people in our government in England will listen, and those cases.
Certain precedent has been set for reparations already.
All right, you know, we can't wait the whole on there. We can't go through this now because the time I go.
Right,
you have to call me back Wednesday night or something.
All right, of course.
Yeah, all right, yes. Okay, so The reparation is a strong point. At 8:25 p.m., man gets slapped in at the speed chase, high speed chase. The man, them just a kill off the man, them no business. I don't know how how the one they look that way, them, you know. I don't understand how it look that way there. The police, them a come out and then all of a sudden.
One Uptown TV. Yo, enough there, me I represent. Bang.